Alright, hello
Are you sure
everyone.
you want the crown on?
Hello everyone. We're going to be doing a video today. This is part 2 of Beginner's Guide to Crypto. My name is Chris and I'm coming to you from Seattle, Washington. I actually have my daughters here hanging out with me today. Wave girls, say hi to everybody. They're going to have to be quiet while we do this video, so I said they can hang out as long as they're quiet. So anyways, let's go ahead and go into this. Let me get my other camera here. I got another camera going. There we go. So anyways, we'll go into the second part of this series. I wanted to talk about exchanges, cryptocurrency exchanges. And then we'll talk about a couple other topics. So we'll start off with one of the easiest ones to use right off the bat, Cryptopia. Cryptopia Exchange is located at www.cryptopia.co.nz. And exchanges can be kind of tricky to learn at first. I know it was a learning curve for me, but we'll go to the account function here so you can see what it looks like. So when you first start an account, you're going to have to pick out a chat handle. I picked this. First name, email, gender. A lot of this stuff is unimportant. I just either made up something or just, left it blank. And Cryptopia has a lot of different functions here. You can do extra security, you can do settings, messages, notification. You can check out your balances. Also, there's also other programs on Cryptopia. There's also a marketplace where people buy and sell cloud mining GH contracts and Bluetooth earbuds and even cars, buy and sell cars, pollen, all kinds of stuff, diamonds, so all kinds of interesting stuff. There's forums, coin info, services, news, Paytopia, rewards, a lotto, arbitrage, account setting support. This is your messages. If you buy, sell, or set up a sell buy order or whatever, this will keep track of that. And then here's your balances, deposit, withdraw, transfer info. So let's go to my balance screen. And here we have my Bitcoin balance, 0.02405. My, got Dogecoin, Electroneum. My total is 67,683 Electroneum. I have some Ember coin, almost a million. Ethereum Classic, I have very little of that left. And then I have a little Litecoin, 0.2. Let's go to the exchange. Here's the markets for Cryptopia. And interesting thing in Cryptopia is you don't have to just buy things in Bitcoin. You can also buy things in US dollar, New Zealand dollar, Litecoin. I'll show you Litecoin. You can purchase things in Litecoin, like my favorite coin right now is Electroneum. Overall, though, my favorite coins are like Dash and Ethereum and Litecoin. But Litecoin, you can purchase with Litecoin. You can also purchase with Dogecoin. And so you can purchase these different coins. So, like, for instance, if a coin is really cheap and it's not in the Bitcoin market, then you can use Dogecoin or Litecoin to purchase with, especially if it's like less than a Bitcoin or less than one Satoshi, then you can purchase with a Litecoin or Doge. So that's really convenient. And then that's pretty much all I need to go over on Cryptopia. A lot of this stuff you got to figure out on your own. When you first sign up, you got to figure out how to navigate. And then there's also a bunch of features on the left bar here. There's chat, Facebook, LinkedIn, messaging, balances, orders, markets, stuff like that. So you can also use this bar to navigate really quick, so you can hit your balance screen, and then it shows your balances. Orders, and then I have a list of orders here. So I have a bunch of sell orders for Electroneum ranging from anywhere from 800 Satoshis all the way up to 3,250 Satoshis, and then I have Ember here that's ranging from 20 Satoshis. Is this Satoshis? Litecoin. I think it's Litecoin. 20 Latoshis all the way up to 1,111 Latoshis. So this is Cryptopia Exchange, okay? Now I'll show you the how to do deposits and withdrawals. Here's the deposit screen. So if you want to deposit, let's say, since I use Electroneum, let's go to Electroneum. If you want to deposit Electroneum, you click Electroneum, you go to Next, and then you'd have a payment ID, and then you'd have a Cryptopia ETN address. These are both required to deposit. And you would just copy these, and then you would go into another Electroneum market, which there's only one exchange right now, so I'd have to go into my Electroneum wallet on myelectroneum.com. I'd have to log in. Well, let's use my Facebook login. Do my PIN number. Continue. Then you're going to get this. I got a small balance in this wallet. There's my wallet address. I click to copy. So let's click to copy. Let's go back to Cryptopia deposit screen. Let's go back to I think we're on the deposit screen. Let's click deposit anyway. Deposit. Let's do this again just so I make sure we're on the right screen. Deposit to Electroneum. Next. Let's go. Okay, done. And then you would just go from there. You know, you go Electroneum, deposit, payment ID. So that's how you do that. And then withdraw. Let's show you how to do a withdrawal. So you would pick your currency. So like one that's on a lot of different exchanges would be like Litecoin. So I'd pick Litecoin, go next. Okay, so I have 0.21 Litecoin. So I'm not actually going to withdraw because I want to keep my Litecoin in here because there's a Litecoin market, so it's easy to use. But I can withdraw up to 0.21, but then there's a small fee of 0.02 Litecoin per transaction, so I'd do 0.2. So I would draw 0.2 Litecoin, and then I'd send it over to like maybe Bittrex or Binance. And then I'd put in the Litecoin address, so I'd go to Bittrex. I'd log in Bittrex, do this right here real quick. Click next. Oh, okay, let's see. Make sure that I did this right. You never know with these. Sometimes you can do everything right, and then it still says you're wrong. So I go to my wallets here, and then I've already cleared all these out. So we go to Litecoin. We hit the plus sign. We would copy this. We're going to go back to Cryptopia. We paste here, and then we click next. I'm not going to do that because I want to keep my money here, but we click next. This would send it over to Bittrex, and then there'd be a verification in my email. I'd go over my email. I'd click here. There'd be an email from Cryptopia. So, like, you might see one down here somewhere where I've done it recently. If not, that's fine. But you'll see a confirmation from Cryptopia in my email, and then I'd verify that I sent that, and then it would go through. And so that's how that works. And so now I'm going to go ahead and leave the Cryptopia screen. We're going to go over to Bittrex because now we're there, and we already basically sent something there. We pretended to send something there. So now we're in Bittrex. This is another exchange. You know, all these exchanges are slightly different. This is how Bittrex is set up. You click Bittrex markets, and you have all the tickers for the different markets. You can search by ticker, or you can search by the coin name. You know, you can type in Ethereum, and it brings up Ethereum, or you can type in ETH, and it picks Ethereum through its abbreviated name. So there's that. You can also pick by dollar, or you can pick by Bitcoin market. So dollar market, Bitcoin market. And then there's an order screen showing different orders, buy, sell orders. You know, if you want to set up a limit sell or a limit buy order, which basically means that when a coin gets to a certain price that you're comfortable with purchasing, you can set that up so that it automatically buys at that certain price. Or if you've already bought in a coin and you want to sell it at a certain price, you set it up so it sells at a particular price. And that's kind of how you do a limit. That's a simplified version of how to do a limit buy, limit sell order. And then you have your settings here, and you can do advanced security. I don't really have much security on here because I don't use this. I have like $8, so come and steal my $8. I don't care. So there's basic verification, enhanced verification, all these different security things you can do. And then that's it, really. I mean, the rest you're going to have to figure out on your own because, I can't walk you through everything, but there's all kinds of ways to do buy-sell orders. Let me do one setup for you, one buy-sell order setup. Give you an example. Let's get a coin I have. I have some Doge in here. Some Doge coin. Or Doggy, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's say that I want to sell some of my Dogecoin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell all my coin. I'm going to do an ask price. I'm going to ask for a certain amount of money. Let's say I think this coin's going to hit $100 or 100 Satoshis, right? So I'm going to ask for 100 Satoshis. I'm going to set up a conditional offer. This is going to be based on me asking 100 Satoshis. And I'm going to say when it's greater than or equal to 100 Satoshis, I want to sell it. And then the total amount of Bitcoin I'm going to get is 43,810 Satoshis for this volume of Doge. And then I'm going to click Sell Dogecoin. Now, the minimum order is 50,000 Satoshis, so I'm going to have to increase my Bitcoin here to 120. Okay, you see what's going on? Greater than or equal to? Greater than or equal to, we'll just do 119, so it kicks into the system. And now we are at least 50,000 Satoshis. And now we have a sell order put in. Look at that. Sell orders put in. Minimum trade requirement not met yet, which is perfect because this is good for a training video on how to do all this, because now I can show you what's wrong. So what we'll do is we will clear out the screen. Okay? We cleared out the screen. We're going to do max amount of Doge. The price is going to be an ask. We're going to ask 120 Satoshi. We're going to do a conditional offer. We're going to do greater than or equal to 120 Bitcoin, right? And then total for the sell will be 52,000. Now this should work because it's at least 50,000, but let's do a little more in case there's fees involved. So let's do that, and then let's clear out these numbers. Let's do max price. Let's do 140. Let's do conditional. Let's do greater than or equal to. Let's click down here and let's sell some Doge. And let's confirm. Well, it's saying it's minimum trade requirement not met. Your seller will submit when the next executed trade is greater than or equal to 140. So there's something wrong here. I don't know. I guess it's good to go through all this stuff here, but it's saying that maybe I need to lower this because there's a fee. I don't know. Let's try that. Greater than or equal to. Sell. Minimum trade requirement not met. Okay. I don't know. Let's just try some more. Let's try 240. That should work to make an example out of this video. So when greater than or equal to 200, greater than or equal to 200. So that kicks into the system. So once it hits 200 Satoshis, then it'll show up as for sale at 240, so people will be able to see it for a while. I have no idea why that's happening. I've never seen that before. Okay, we're going to work through this together because I cannot leave until this is finished. So, we're going to do max. We're going to do 400. We're just going to leave that blank. We're going to sell when it's 200 Satoshis. I don't know. Let's make it 1,000. Just maybe that's not enough. Let's make this 1200. Let's make this conditional. Make this 1200. So we'll just add a 0. It'll take away a 0. So that's 1200 Satoshis. Now it's 0.004 Bitcoin. It's greater than or equal to, and it should work. Yeah, I just wasn't at a high enough number, I guess. Minimum trade requirement not met. So this is just not working. I met all the requirements. I have enough Doge, enough Bitcoin here. There's 8 digits. Sell when it's 1,000. Oh, this might be it. 1,000 Bitcoin. I don't think it's gonna be 1,000 Bitcoin. I think it's gonna be 1,000 Satoshis. Might be why. Let's try that. I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna have to keep going though. So, point being is, you do Doge, you do whatever coin, but you do a sell of how many you want to do, a price of you're comfortable with, which right here is 1,200 Satoshis, and what condition, if you want to do conditional or limit, and then what your condition is, less than or greater than or no condition. The amount, and then it'll show the amount of all that combined. So 400 times 1,200 Satoshis ends up this after the fee. You hit sell, and that's how Bittrex works. Now let's go over to Binance. Binance is another exchange that works a little differently. I suggest using the basic version. I think advanced is actually for people with high volume, like tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency. And right now we're in the IOTA screen. IOTA is one of the top 10 picks of my favorite coins. And this one's a little different. You type right here what coin you want by abbreviation. I type, you could type Ether or ETH. Then you can pick the mark you want to use, BNB, Binance Coin, or US dollar, Ether, or Bitcoin. So I like Ether over Bitcoin. And you can buy IOTA in quarter, 50%, 75%, 100%, or you can do an amount of actual coin. Sell in that version as well. And then you, so right here you can do 100% of 0 is 0, right? So you do sell. And then once you hit sell, it fills up down here and it shows that it's for sale. But after you've done your agreed upon amount, it kicks into the system. And once it sells, it'll clear out and it'll show up in your account, in your history, deposit withdrawal history, and it'll show up in your account that you have some in there. In here somewhere. Whatever coin you purchased. So, we'll get out of here. Anyways, that's my video on using exchanges. If you have any questions, feel free to respond in the message section of the video. And have a good night or day wherever you are. Thank you.